clear the air and get some clarity. Are you a member of the PDP or the APC?
I'm a member of PDAPC.
Seriously now. What party do you belong?
I have seen this question and agitation from different quarters, and a lot of people make so much of noise about it. When I met with Mr. President, for all the time that we've had talking, there was no mention of leave PDP, there was no mention of coming to APC. Mr. President's passion is about Nigeria, and all that he talked to me is about his plans for Nigeria and how that he's calling on all Nigerians to come together and let us steer this country and solve the problem. And it is on that premise I visited him, and it is on that premise I left the place.
So you do not know whether or not you are in APC or PDP? You have not made up on
No, I am a member of PDP, but I said I am supporting the administration of President Bwala Tinubu, and somebody said that means you have joined APC. Then I now added, if supporting the administration of President Bwala Tinubu means going to APC, then so be it.
So you probably, because there are, between PDP and APC, there is another political party in between. There are those who, of the school of thought that that is the political party that the likes of the FCT minister belongs to, Nyesom Wike, who says he's a member of the PDP, but he's working with President Bwala Tinubu. So you have joined that party led by Nyesom Wike,
No, there is no party as such, but look at it this way. Elections are over. Decisions, the adjudication also on the election are over. What as a country we're confronted by now is governance. The president on his first speech early this year, on the first day of the year, called on everybody, including members of the opposition, to come together. I visited that, it generated the question. You know what I asked myself? Governors on the platform of People's Democratic Party sometimes by going to the presidency, made President Bwala Tinubu, through their support to him and said they were going to support him. Nobody said they left the PDP. Nobody said that they don't have ideology.
And there are heavier points that we have that we could show Nigerians of what you said. No, this is because the conversation is what we need to have. Because I will show more. Just no. Right. No, there are more of what you have said, which is out there in the public domain. Yeah. You had even said about joining the APC and what it means to the mental capability of the politician. Now, so what has changed between then and now? You've criticized this man that he's not fit to be president.
No, I didn't say he's not fit to be president. I said, in comparison to the candidate I was advocating for, that Atiku Abubakar had superior idea over him. The simple answer is this.
Do you still hold that view?
No, listen to me. The simple answer is this, which President Bwala Tinubu knows. During electioneering process, it is like a trade fair. You go as a salesman to market your candidate to the Nigerian people. And you market, you say, this one is better than this one can serve a better purpose than this. During the salesmanship or during the trade fair, as often as people will call it. Now, what has changed is your question. What has changed is that then was politicking, political campaign process. Now it is governance. The reality now is that what I argued to persuade the Nigerian people to vote my candidate over him, whether it worked or it didn't work, President Bwala Tinubu is the president. It will amount to insanity to go back to the history and begin to talk about what you cannot change, which is the fact that he is the president and the mandate is for 4 years.
So those decisions that you made, Mr. Bwala, were not based on ideological or integrity issues.
If I land, you will understand what I'm saying. So what you do as a salesman is to demarcate the suitability of the other product and market the suitability of your product. It's a fair play. It's a principle of fair play. It is like in the football. You play for Chelsea, you play for Arsenal. You do your best to support your club. When the match is ended, people shake their hands, people move, and they move to the other lives. Can you imagine after Chelsea and Manchester United finish playing ball and the match is ended and they go to the street and they continue playing there? Does it make sense? That's the rules of politics. And so as a spokesman, that was my duty. And I did that. I dispensed or I exhibited what I believe to be the quality to the best of my knowledge. But let me tell you what will surprise you and many Nigerians who are watching tonight. When I walked in to meet Mr. President, the first thing he said was, Daniel Bwala, it's nice to see you. I have been following your interviews and even your tweets about your opinion on issues of government. And I must say, I'm quoting, I must say, you are one of the most intelligent young men, very articulate and respectful in the conduct of your duty. Please sit down. Well, then, game over. So for anybody who wants to be a critic, that's why I talked about Lincoln on leadership. When you are genuinely a leader, you will understand the difference.
So this is about President Tinubu, not really about what you have done. Because
what I've done, like
no, in the sense that if he doesn't have a good character to have drawn you to himself, you know, it wasn't about what you have done to him, because some leaders will never have called you to
right. So that's what makes him exceptional.
So that is what played out.
It's a quality. And let me tell you the second one. He now told me, when you left, if I tell you I was not happy or I was happy, I would lie to you. I didn't fancy your leaving. Then he went ahead to address why I left and why he thought I should not have left, because he does not represent the character of somebody that will use religion to disenfranchise people. He gave me facts and figures, and they cannot be controversial.
So that was the reason you left the APC, because of religion?
When I left because of the same-faith ticket. The opinion has been expressed everywhere. The election is over. We are now in governance. As a Christian, the Bible says no one wields power unless it is given to him by God. Secondly, the Bible says people in authority, you should pray for them and you obey them. So for those who want to say because you criticize that proposition and therefore now you're supporting the administration, therefore it amounts to hypocrisy. I even laugh at people absurdity.
You don't think it is hypocrisy?
It's not hypocrisy.
Because what you fought and you left, you said on ideological basis, on the basis of your faith, that you do not support.
I couldn't advocate for that, yeah.
You did not support the Tinubu Chetima ticket because it's a Muslim ticket.
Correct.
It's against your faith. And you left.
I didn't say against my faith.
But now you do not agree with it.
No.
You do not agree with it.
Let's get the word straight. I didn't say against my faith. I say against my conviction. The point is, now he is the president. Who gave him the power to be president? Is it not God?
But is it now in your conviction? It was
the Bible says pray for your leaders. Pray for your leaders in authority and obey them.
Your decision to say that, oh, President Tinubu, whatever he's doing now, you are willing and you are now convinced, you've seen otherwise, based on whatever you have told Nigerians. You know how influential your voice was during the election. So simply what you are telling every Nigerian who believed you at the time, who you have sold Atiku Abubakar to, say, please forget whatever I sold to you that time. Just believe what I said now. How do you think they see you?
How I want them to see is that Atiku Abubakar right now is not a president. There is no campaign going on at the moment. And so it will be futile to be advocating for what does not exist. Whether they like it or whether I like it or whether anybody else likes it or not, President Bwala Tinubu is the president of the republic.
And you slide Atiku Abubakar, you betrayed him, and you jump ship.
It is absolute nonsense for somebody to say because I say I will support President Bwala Tinubu, therefore it betrays Atiku.
Because you supported Atiku Abubakar, you sold Atiku Abubakar. Isn't that a betrayal in your own books?
I sold Atiku Abubakar during the election.
You supported him.
I supported him during the election. It never worked. Even Atiku Abubakar is called upon to support President Bwala Tinubu. That is the way democracy works. Once the politics
of lack of ideology, the politics of lack of integrity,
what is the ideology?
Politics of lack of consistency.
What is the ideology?
As a political person, do you think that you have followers who listen and believe what you say?
All you need to do is to, as we are talking, go through the comment section and then go through the social media, listen to the mass. You see, let me tell you something about Nigeria. There are echo chambers of political affiliation and entanglement, but the greater number of Nigerians are not partisan. They don't belong to a political party. A man who is in Kara Namoda now, who is struggling to find food to eat, doesn't care whether you're in APC or PDP. The man that is in Alimosho right now, who is looking for food to feed his children or transport to go, does not care whether the flag of your party is red or black.
The question I'm asking you, Mr. Bwala, is given your history of vocal criticism of President Tinubu, how do you expect the public to trust your current endorsement? That is a moral burden that you have on you, and that's the question I'm asking.
No matter what you do from now till the end of eternity, Somebody's perception, somebody's thought and opinion is his property. People who have a rational mind will rationalize what you're saying. Those whose minds are cloaked, there is nothing you will do to convince them.
What the people in PDP are saying, they say you didn't even wait for 1 year. You were easily now turned, and you've jumped ship in your support. Let me now ask you this. One of the things that are suggesting that your change of stance might be influenced by personal gains.
Give me an example of the personal
promises.
Gains.
I'm asking, you know better.
No, you said they have to have a.
They are suggesting that the reason why is anywhere belle-face politics.
Now, good.
Whatever suits your pocket and whatever suits the gains and the promises that you have been made. Have you been made a promise?
I'm coming. So, fantastic. I long for this opportunity to be able to answer. Do I look like a poor man? I have supported Buhari for 8 years. I have never been a public official. Do I look like a poor man? I have a vibrant law practice with a staff strength that contributes to the country when you employ labor. I pay my staff salary that is commensurable to what some senior advocate pay. Do I look like a poor man? I travel from UK to Nigeria on an average of twice in a month. Do I look like a poor man? How much is the flight ticket? Do I look like a poor man? I have supported causes. Do I look like a poor man? You see, when people are bereft of ideas, and there are some people who are innocent in their thinking. That's sometimes when we talk, our focus is on those whose minds are rational. You try to persuade them. For those whose minds are made up, there is nothing you can do about it. And when somebody say belle-face, then when I was with Atiku, what is the belle feeding? You see, I don't know the way people, and then
because when you were leaving the APC, it was said that the only reason why you went to Atiku to support Atiku is that you got a promise.
Yes.
And now the reason is that afterwards, there isn't anything to hold on to, right. And that's why they promise you something again on the other side, and you are easily swayed by it.
So you see, people are even unfair to President Bwala Tinubu, to be honest. What did he promise? He has never promised. He has never promised.
So are you saying that if he gives you any role to play, you will not take it?
No, I said he has never promised anything.
On your
own, I told him.
On your own, you say that your support is based on not based on any material benefit.
Right.
You're saying that if he offers you a position or a role in government, you will not take it.
If let me tell you this: if the president makes an offer of a position that I see that will contribute to the development of his agenda, because I say I will support his agenda, I will more than anything else appreciate it. But it is not the appointment that I am looking for to support him. That's why I'm telling you, 8 years I supported Buhari, I was not a public official. You see, you have to separate between those who do not have value and are cringing and crying for appointment, and those who believe the value and what they will contribute has nothing to do with whether you're appointed or you're not appointed. But I can understand when people rate you and then they see what you can bring to the table, sometimes people do what we call preemptive action. They can preempt it. And I see so many things in the media. He promised this. He said, I want to say to everybody listening, President Bwala Tinubu has not promised me anything. I went to tell him, I'm supporting your... And let me tell you, Mr. Sheun, and to every Nigerian here, except if you want to be hypocritical, life is in phases. Men are in sizes. When somebody who didn't have any reason to listen to you at all, because you were critical of his administration, chooses to sit down with you and give you unusual minutes, he didn't need to, and explain one by one policy decision he has taken, some of which you have criticized, and ask you to join the cause of advancing the progress of his government. If you don't have personal grudge, I don't think there's nothing wrong in supporting this government. But let me even ask you, for the people who are saying, you let PDP, I want to tell you and beat my chest from the depth of my heart, from the honesty of my heart. Those people that are saying this, what have they said to the governors that went and told President Bwala Tinubu we will support you? Have they said anything in the media? What have they said on the appointment? A leader of PDP is a minister in this government. What have they said? Few days ago, the G5 said 2027 they will support President Bwala Tinubu. What have they said? Have you seen any press statement?
Does it not?